Stanford University, a bastion of academia and the alma mater of some of college football's most legendary figures, Elway, Luck, Sherman, and McCaffrey. And today, the Stanford Cardinal will try to live up to that legacy. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Stanford Cardinal. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Boilermakers will kick it away to start us off. And he's coming out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wide receiver going in motion. To throw, it's Hester. Under fire. Finds a tight end down the gut. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at, they're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Stanford wants to push the pace.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Might as well stick with him. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing to the right, complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. This offense wants to send a message on the opening drive of the game. No punting today. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Looks as if Stanford will have enough for the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down. Early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another first down. From the gun, running back on the move. Past the first down marker and still running. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball,
Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Stanford. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. You want to talk about coming out and setting the tone and making your presence known immediately.
And every coach talks about it all during the week, how important it is to start fast. But coming out and executing is another thing. Great start for the offense.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And if I'm the running back, I'm going to be like, listen, O-line, can you give me something? Can you give me some space to try to make somebody miss and not have another guy right next to me? I'm giving the offensive line an earful. I need some holes, need some space up front. They got to do a better job.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds the tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Well, after watching the other offense go down the field and score a touchdown, you know this guy's trying to lead his offense to do the exact same thing. That was a big third down. I know there's a lot of football left to play, but you're trying to establish confidence as early as possible. That last throw is really going to help out your team.
They'll leave it with him. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the ground with the back. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And the Boilermakers will have it 1st and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Right down the middle. Got his man downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. They'll try the run. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
From the red zone, looking for a space. Finds his big tight end. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Purdue! tucked up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together, great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the back. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. After that tight first quarter, this second period ought to be a lot of fun. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Boilermakers come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Wants to throw on third down. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. New set of downs after the completion. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Boilermakers racing to the line in a hurry up. He's looking to throw. Just a hair too much on it from this big-arm sophomore quarterback.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Boilermakers will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Hester. It's complete on the right side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Stanford to the line on 3rd and long. Making side adjustments here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Makes the grab. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Still looking on the move. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own great field position.
It's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play-calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They go to the ground. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. The play-action fake. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just now on the same page with this target.
On 4th and 11, they decide to go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on 4th down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the 1st half. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Hester. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Finds a man on the right. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half.
Timeout, Purdue.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Right back to the well. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Stanford quickly to the line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Second down, he'll throw it. Now improvising. And some room to work. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
Hey, he's just kind of proven that he's difficult to defend. When I'm playing defense, and we've seen him have success throwing the ball through the air, but now, nice job dropping back, trying to force the ball down the field, but does a really smart thing. Just kind of tucks it, takes up.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Cardinal.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Wake Forest is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Indiana. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
Well, that's a huge moment here in the game at the end of the first half because the offense is trying to march down the field. They're trying to cut into the opponent's lead, but with that interception and with that return, the defense now, they've put their team in an opportunity to pad their lead with more points here at the end of the first half.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short.
22 water.
Back to pass, it's Hester. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll line it up from 34 yards out. He got it. And that will extend their lead even.
Well, it's a good news, bad news scenario. You got the pick, and you would have liked to have paid that off with a touchdown, but because the drive stalls out, they're still happy to get the field goal.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Stanford set to boot it deep to start this second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to go up top. Got a man. It's Day. Gets it out to the 40-yard line. Give him 5 on that one. And the Boilermakers are in the hurry-up.
When you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Give to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Boilermakers have their offense in high gear. They'll give it to the back. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Snagged out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Boilermakers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work.
Well, that's kind of the advantage of 3rd and medium, right? Is the defense, you keep them guessing.
There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Boilermakers!
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
This is really aggressive here. Still just a one-possession game in the 3rd quarter, and they're going for the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Looking to throw, it's Hester. Gets it out fast. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34. Stanford wants to push the pace.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
To the air on second down. He's going to let it go. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Oh, he just misses on the big downfield shot. And I think some people think that's a difficult throw to make. But tell you what, a lot of times you put a little air underneath it and you just trust your guy more than you trust the DB. But it's hard to do when you overshoot your wide receiver.
Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on third down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on third down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He might want another play. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Looking left. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The Boilermakers have it back, and here comes the offense. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you even start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Gonna take a shot. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, what you talk about on defense is speed, is penetration, getting in the backfield, making something happen. And you could tell they got in there so quick, the offense couldn't recover, couldn't do anything with them. Nice job getting the tackle for loss.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Dumps it to the back. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, he's got some space. And they get him on the ground. They get the turnover. They get a chunk of yards, and they are in business.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapping around guys, the ball's bound to pop out occasionally, and you got to be in the right place at the right time.
The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Running back searching for a hole. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Stanford!
This defense defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
Here we go.
Gives it on the option. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Pocket breaking down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Really good toughness by the QB to hang in there, take a big shot, but I will not give him credit for throwing into double coverage. So, nice job hanging in there, being tough, make a better decision, do not throw into double coverage. He got lucky that was an interception.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First play of the drive comes from the 38. He'll try to do it himself. And he showed off that stiff arm as he had a decent run. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the third quarter will wrap up with a big sack. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Dropping back, it's Hester. Finds a man in the middle. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Stanford quickly to the line.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They'll line up for a second down play.
Dip 3 soda. Banner.
Quick release on the RPO. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on third and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Wants to throw on third down. Makes the catch. Turning it on. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11. This Stanford offense moving quickly down the field. Scanning the field, it's Hester. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Using the quick game. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal!
What a difference a change of scenery makes, right? I mean, they went into a hostile environment. They lost their first game, but they've rebounded beautifully. And I think coming back, playing in front of their home crowd really has impacted this game, and it's gotten them back to 500.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game. They're up by just one over Indiana. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Boilermakers want to pick up the tempo.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Looking to throw on first down. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
Well, they take a shot down the field. It's another incompletion. It's really been that kind of story. This defense has made this guy earn it every single play. Really small windows to throw into. One touchdown pass. That's a little bit surprising. You thought maybe they'd have more in this game.
They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. And his throw is incomplete.
It's really hard to win football games when you're one-dimensional offensively, and that's the case. They just have not been able to get anything going, throwing it deep down the field. They haven't won their one-on-one matchups. Quarterback has missed some throws, and as a result, in the fourth quarter, they barely have 100 yards passing, and that's why they're losing.
They're throwing for it on fourth down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the gun, the running back looking for room. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And just, they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
The Boilermakers line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Touchdown, Purdue! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
How about this? These guys are going for two.
Military stun.
Gets it out quickly. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they've got it down to single digits, a 9-point game. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Has it back, the Cardinal offense returning to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. On first down, here comes this offense. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
This is an area of the game, on offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
The give to the tailback. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Cardinal come to the line, facing third and short.
Let's go, let's go.
They'll try to power their way ahead. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory, as we have victory formation coming. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. Now on second down. The quarterback takes a snap and takes a knee. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that